In this video, I'm going to walk you through how I got my B1 B2 visa approved, valid for 5 years. So stay till the end of the video. It's no more news that a lot of people have been trying to apply for the B1 B2 visa, but they don't know how to go about it. So in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process which I took to get the visa approved for me. A disclaimer, I'm not a travel agent. I'm just sharing my experience, which I think might be helpful for you if you also want to apply for the B1 B2 visa. A lot of people do think that the US visa application process is very expensive. It is not. The only money you're spending is even less than £170. If you're in the UK, it's less than that. It's about $185. So very cheap, actually, I would say. So if you're going for a business trip, you can go for the B1. If you're going for tourism, pleasure, going for maybe seeing family members, then you can go for the B2. Or you can apply for the B1 B2, which I did. Before now, it used to be 3 years validity, but now it's 5 years, which I got. So who can apply for this B1 B2 visa? As long as you are legally permitted to stay in the UK, you can apply for the B1 B2 visa. So what do you need to apply for this B1 B2 visa? The first thing you do is you go online, you fill out the DS-160 form. The link to that I'll share in the description. So you go online, you fill in your personal details, your employment details, and the details of your international passports. You are not uploading the passport itself, but then the details there, you're going to put it in the DS-160 form. And also your travel plan. Where are you going to? The details of the person you are going to meet there and the reason for traveling. Everything is going to be on the DS-160 form. And the only document you're uploading is just the US passport sized photograph, which you are uploading. There are also some supporting documents which some people think you would have to upload. No, you are not uploading them. The only thing you are uploading is your passport photograph. There's a particular size which you would have to upload on your DS-160 form. You can actually take this passport photograph in any passport photo centers, or even in the train stations. There are always some passport booths there where you can go and then take your passport. That was where I took mine, and it was accepted. After filling out the DS-160 form, you print it. Make sure you have the printed copy, because it is one of the documents which you'll be requested to submit when you get to the interview venue. After filling this and printing it, the next thing to do is to make the payment for the visa appointment. When I did mine, it was around £162, I think $185 or something like that. So I think it's still within that range for now. So you make the payment. It's an online payment on their verified webpage. Immediately after the payment, the next thing to do is to book your visa appointment. That's the next thing to do. You book your visa appointment. There's always a long wait, actually. So the earlier, the better. So make sure you book your appointment immediately. But I assure you, there's a long queue before you, definitely. So, but don't be discouraged. Pick any date you see that is a bit closer. Just pick any date. During mine, I think the date I saw was about 6 months away. And the program I was going for was about 2 months away. So, but I had to pick that date. But then you have to keep checking the website, the visa appointment website. People cancel sometimes. And then you can always get a closer date when you keep checking. When booking the visa appointment, you would see different timing. So there are 2 centers in the UK, London and Belfast. So I did mine in London. Many people used to say in London is a bit hard, they are very strict. I don't think that is true. I went there once, and that was when I got mine. 2 or 3 of my friends went from London to Belfast, thinking Belfast is not well exposed, so they might be considerate and then getting their visa approved. But it is not always true. I'm serious now. I got mine in London. You can also get yours approved in London. So don't be scared of traveling here and there and things like that, Have the faith, be confident, and that is all that matters. And be honest. Because the question which you filled on the DS-160 Most of these questions will definitely be asked of you during the day of your interview. Mind you, if you have rescheduled your appointment, maybe you saw a closer date, make sure you print the new one, the new date which you've just changed to. You know, you had the one before. Make sure you print the new one, not the old confirmation page, because all of this will be asked when you get to the interview. So on the day of appointment, what are the documents which you should take to the center? Your DS-160 confirmation page, your appointment confirmation page, your visa fee receipt. You're bringing those three, and then your passport photograph, your evidence of your legal stay in the UK, supporting documents which I would advise you take along, even though they might not ask them, but just take them along. If you have been invited by someone in the US, definitely an invitation letter, I would advise you take that. Your evidence of employment, maybe your pay slip, your bank statement, to show that you can support yourself, especially if you're going for tourism. Evidence of ties in the UK. If you're married, take along your marriage certificate. And if you're a student, maybe your term date letter or something like that, letter from the school, take that along as well. That shows the ties that yes, you are still a valid student in your school. So these are some of the questions you might be likely asked during your interview. The first one, the most common one, what is the purpose of your visit? The purpose of your visit, you should be able to answer that. If you're going for a training, let them know confidently. If you're going for tourism, let them know. But they are still going to ask you where you are going to, the exact place you're going to. And they might ask you your itinerary if you have a travel plan. For me, I picked no during my DS-160 application form. I picked no. So they might ask you, where are you going to? Who do you know there? Who are you going to meet? So I don't want to tell you it's not as if there are definite questions or there are always a line of questions they ask everybody. Is sometimes based on the consular. They would ask you, what are your travel plans? Have you booked a flight yet? If yes or no, you let them know. How much should you have in your bank statement before you go for your interview? I would say there's no particular amount that has been stated that you should have, but make sure the amount you have in your bank account will be sufficient for your flight, for your feeding, for your duration of stay, for your accommodation, based on where you're going to. And don't forget, for the flight, you'll be booking to and fro. But I don't advise you book your flight before your interview. Make sure you've gotten the result of your interview before you book your flight. The consular might not be looking at your face during the interview. They are always on their computer. They're trying to compare your answer to the one which you filled. So you know you can't lie. Even if you do, they will definitely catch you. So your answer must correspond. They might want to ask you, how long are you staying in the US for? If it is 3 weeks, if it is 2 weeks, if it is 4 weeks, it's up to you. Tell them the right answer. The same as the one which you filled. You know, they might also want to ask you to tell them about your job, because this is seen as a strong tie in the UK. They would ask you the nature of your job. What kind of job are you doing in the UK? What is your future plans? Things like that. That doesn't mean they're not going to approve your visa if you're not working. Just be honest. That's the main thing. What are the things you should expect on your interview day? My first advice is to get there very early. My appointment was around 7:45 a.m. when I had mine. So I think I got there around 7:30, and the queue was very long. Like from the UK to France, it was that long actually. So get there very early. Be confident. Have faith in yourself that I'm gonna get it today. Don't fidget. Don't be scared. You might be attended to after the time which you've been scheduled for, but that's not your fault as long as you get there on time. So the first queue you get to is the security, whereby they will tell you to unlock your phone or something like that, to unlock your phone and open any app on your phone. I don't know why they do that, but they definitely asked me for that. I don't know if that's a general thing which they do. So yeah, and I would advise you don't take big bags or big trolleys, or because you are still going to leave them outside. So to avoid maybe any form of theft or whatever, just take a small bag to put in your documents. There's security, and there's other 3 sections which you would have to go through. When you get upstairs, the first officer you meet is going to ask you for your international passport and your passport photograph, 2 of it. They'll request for those 2 and your BRP too. Then you'll be told to go for your biometrics, where you do your fingerprints. After this, you go to the next queue, which is the main queue where you're going to have your interview. The interview doesn't take more than 3-4 minutes, I assure you. If you passed your interview, the consular will tell you on the spot that congratulations, your passport will be sent to you maybe 3 or 4 or 5 days or something like that, working days. So the response is always instant. You know, Canada takes, you know what I'm talking about. But US, they will tell you whether you passed or whether you fail. So they don't give you your passport immediately. They will send it to you after some days. So if there's any question which you have after watching this video, just put them in the comment section. I'll try to give responses to all of them. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.